So it's a really hot day today in Paris. I think it's like, let me check. I think it's 30 degrees. It's 29 degrees, but it's gonna go up to 30 degrees. So I've decided to go to the park because there's nothing else to do in Paris than lie in a park in a bikini in the summer. It's kind of weird because growing up by the beach, like in a city, there's so much more you can do when it gets hot, but here it's kind of like get outside your apartment because your apartment's like a hot box, but there's hardly any places to swim. So yeah, I've made myself some rice balls. I actually found like the wrapping papers that keep the seaweed separate from the rice so the seaweed stays crispy. I filled them with, I think the one is tofu. I think the one is tofu mayonnaise, like an egg mayonnaise, and then I made like a barbecue chicken filling, which is really yummy, like a sesame chicken. So excited. I've got my book. I'm reading Amrita, I think it's called, by Banana Yoshimoto. I have tried to read this book once before and I don't know why, but I never finished it. So I've restarted and I'm a couple of chapters in and I'm just gonna read this at the park. I've also got my journal with me and yeah, I'm so excited to just lie in the sun. I'll take the crowded out your head. I'll take the wickedness you say. When it comes and you open up your mouth to offer it, fall right in. It's so hot right now. I was hoping that the evening would be a little bit cooler, but it's just stayed kind of the same temperature the entire day, and it's kind of humid as well, which is just not nice. Since it's so humid and since I'm so hot and sweaty, I have been craving some cold Korean noodles. I actually got these like frozen broth packets the other day. It's like I think it's called Myeon. Sorry for my pronunciation. I think it's like a water radish kimchi, if I'm not mistaken. I would love to try and make this from scratch because I do make kimchi at home, but I have never made radish kimchi. I've never made water kimchi, and also that takes 2 weeks to make, so this is as good as it's gonna get, and it's really delicious. It's got like a pickly, acidic taste, and it's just really refreshing, and it's icy cold, and you gotta have it with some noodles. I also don't have the correct noodles. I have like some thin like wheat noodles, but I think it's usually made typically with like a buckwheat and like sweet potato starch noodle, which are super chewy. which sounds also very delicious. And then I'm topping it with some cucumber. People also add egg, which sounds yummy. I'm gonna put a little bit of sesame oil. And the plan tonight is I'm gonna start watching Sex and the City. I have never watched the TV show. I watched the films growing up with my mom, but I have never watched the TV series, and I am so excited. It looks so fun and so girly, and I've always seen photos of like the outfits and the styling, and I just want to get a little bit of inspiration. I live in a big major city, and I sometimes forget how fun you can dress and how fun life can be, and I hope it inspires me a little bit. But yeah, I'm so excited.
To love the way I look.
You should. You paid enough for it.
Hey, I resent that. I do not believe in plastic surgery. Well, not yet. I find it fascinating that 4 beautiful...
Hello. So the plan today is to head to a part of the Seine that is swimmable, because in Paris it's not like safe to swim in the water, but there are areas like a little bit out of Paris where you can swim. Not a little bit, it's kind of quite a drive out of Paris, but it's worth it. I think the place we're going is called Saint-Mesmin, which is like 2 hours from Paris, and we've been there a couple of times before. It's really lovely. The water is so clear and so fresh, and yeah, whenever the weather gets kind of hot, we pack up like a picnic bag and then just head there for the day. So yeah, I made a few sandwiches. I'm really excited to eat them, and then we're just gonna spend the afternoon there. And tonight we have dinner reservations at this really cool looking new restaurant that just opened. It's completely vegan and it's kind of experimental and a little bit bougie, which I'm kind of looking forward to. We don't really go to places like that very often, but I figured that we deserve it because we're both working so much at the moment. But yeah, that is the plan for today. Sorry, my hair is doing its own thing this morning. But yeah, I'm so excited. It's gonna be a fantastic day. What is it?
Recording.
Nice.
Let's go. Welcome to my vlog.
two.
What?
That was my heart. You already had two, but
Really?
that's my one.
Good one.
Yeah. Same mirror.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
3.
It's pretty good. On this road. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, hope it's good.
And then for the food, I really want to try the
Yes,
guacamole.
this the noctilus. Is it popcorn?
Yeah.
What the fuck?